Hello students, today in this video we are going to see the zero order reaction definition, integrated rate law for zero order reaction, what will be the half-life equation for zero order reaction and what will be the graph related to it. So let us first understand what is a zero order reaction. Reaction whose rate is independent of the concentration of the reactant. Such reactions, they are called as zero order reactions. Means students, the rate is constant and it will not depend upon the concentration of the reactant. So let us see the integrated rate law for zero order reaction. So here, let us consider a zero order reaction, that is A goes to product. Now rate, according to the rate law, what I will write is rate is equal to K active mass of A raised to 0 because it is independent of the concentration of the reactant. But we know that rate with respect to the reactant is minus dA by dt. It is the decrease in the concentration of the reactant with respect to time. Let us mark this equation as 1 and this equation as 2. Now comparing equation 1 and 2, what we will get is minus dA by dt is equal to K active mass of A 0. From the indices you know that any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. That is A raised to 0 is 1. So what the equation will become, that is minus dA by dt is equal to K into 1, that is K. Now let us rearrange the equation. So I will get minus dA is equal to K dt. Now this equation, what D indicates is the infinitesimal small change and therefore let us integrate the equation. So integrating the equation within limits. So what will be the limit, student? T when is 0, then the concentration will be A0, and when T is equal to T, then the concentration will be AT. So let us integrate this equation within limits. Now students, what I can do is this minus sign, you can bring it to this side. So let us first bring that minus sign to this. So here I am writing or dA is equal to minus K dt. Now let us integrate this within limits. So what you will get here is dA, here I will write A0 and AT is equal to minus K dt. T is equal to 0 and T is equal to T. Students, you know that we never integrate a constant. So I will bring this constant outside the integration sign. So what I will get is dA A0 AT is equal to minus K dt. T is equal to 0 and T is equal to T. Now if you integrate this, what you will get is AT minus A0 is equal to minus KT. So this is what you got. Now we can remove this minus sign if I interchange this. So I will get A0 minus AT is equal to KT. Let us rearrange this equation with respect to the rate constant. So K is equal to A0 minus AT upon T. Now here, let us see the unit for this rate constant. So what will be the unit for this rate constant, student? You know that this is the active mass. Unit for active mass or the molar concentration will be mole per dm cube or mole per liter. Same will be the unit for this, and therefore the difference unit will come to mole per dm cube. Now what will be the unit for this time, let us take this as time as second. So what will be the unit for this? It will be mole per dm cube second inverse. So this will be the unit for the rate constant of a zero order reaction. So this is the unit. You must know the unit, student. So the unit for rate constant for a zero order reaction is mole per dm cube second inverse. Now let us see what will be the half-life for the zero order reaction. Students, you know that half-life is the time taken by the reactant concentration to become exactly half after it's a certain time, and that is what we call it as half-life. Now when I am talking about the half-life, let us see what actually will happen. If I say the initial concentration is A0, then what will be the final concentration after time t? That will be your AT. That's what we take. But when we are considering about the half-life, so after the half-life, we represent half-life as T half. Your initial concentration will be A0, but your final concentration, that is AT, will become exactly half of the initial. Now you have to substitute this and this value in place of those two values, and let us see what will be the derivation. So here let us substitute the values from here in the equation. So what will be that equation? K is equal to A0 minus AT upon T. Now when I am deriving for half-life, this T will become T half. Let us take this T half to this side and see what you get. So it will be T half is equal to A0 minus A0 by 2. I have substituted AT value from here in the equation. Now let us find the LCM for this. So what you will get is 2A0 minus A0 upon 2. Now students, if you solve this, what you will get is 2A0 minus A0 will give you A0 by 2. This is what you got for half-life. Now let us rearrange, because we are calculating for half-life. Make the equation in T half form. So T half is equal to A0 by 2K. So this is the equation for the half-life for a zero order reaction. Now what is T half? It is the half-life. What is A0? Is the initial concentration of the reactant. What is 2 is a constant, and K is the rate constant or the velocity constant. Now let us see one graph for this, student. The graph what is asked here. So sum of the graph for a zero order reaction. Now the graph what can be asked here is AT versus, let us take this as T. So this is the graph what you have to plot. Now AT and T you want in the equation. So which equation you will go for? So you can go for AT, some equation here. So it can be AT minus A0 upon, is equal to minus KT. So this equation you can use because you already have AT on your left hand side. So let us write that equation. So it will be AT minus A0 is equal to minus KT. If you see the equation, you want this on the y-axis and you want this time on the x-axis. So let us rearrange now. I have to remove this from here to this side. So it will be AT is equal to minus KT plus A0. Right, students? I got this as y is equal to, I got this as x. Now what I have here, minus k, this will give me the m value and this will give me the c value. So you have the equation y is equal to mx plus c, but here it is very important that it will be with a negative slope. So this gives you the slope and this gives you the intercept. So let us see what the graph will be. So the graph will be something like this. Here I will plot AT and here it will be T. Now here you have to draw an intercept also and with the negative slope. So the graph will be something in this way. So this is what you have is A0 concentration. This value will give you the initial concentration of the reactant, and the slope here will give you, or it will be given by the value of minus K, that is the rate constant. So this is the graph for zero order reaction. I hope you understood this particular concept about zero order reaction. It is independent of the concentration of the reaction, reactant concentration. Let us see a few of the examples. You can write if what is a zero order, that type of definition is asked. So the best example here you have is ammonia decomposition. So you have ammonia in the gas phase, and you get N2 plus 3H2. So this is one of it. Second equation what you have is N2O decomposition. So you have 2N2 plus O2. If you want to write this, the rate, what will be the rate here, students? So rate is equal to K NH3 raised to 0. To know how to give this rate law and what is the order of the reaction, you have to mention this 0 here, although this appears 2. This is only giving the molecularity and this is the order. So how I will write for this? Rate is equal to K concentration N2O 0. So they are the best examples for zero order reactions. So I hope you understood this video, particular zero order reaction. So please do like this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you, students.